Hello everyone, deep in the Sierras. Haven't made a video in a while. We just got done with Mather Pass, which is way up there. We hit it early in the morning and it wasn't that bad. But the guys got hiking with me. There's Amanita, Yoga Bay, and then Space Jam's way up there. But we're still deep in the Sierras and we're not going around. Alright, hey guys, still coming down from Mather Pass. We're on the north side now, and as you can tell, there's a little bit of snow melt going on. This is actually a trail, not a creek, and water rolling down it. This is the first time in probably 3 or 4 days we've had more than a few hundred yards of trail and not post holing in snow. Going down the valley. We're between Mather Pass and Muir Pass, and we're going to try to get as close to Muir today as we can and hit Muir Pass tomorrow. Still the day we came down Mather Pass, went down the valley, and we're able to see what some of the streams and rivers look like in the afternoon when the snow's had a good chance to melt. So one of the major rivers. As you can tell, it's afternoon in the Sierras. That snow melt that's causing that, all the snow is melting from high up on the mountains and washing down here. And luckily, we have to cross a lot of shady things, but that's not one of them. Morning everyone, day 53. We're hiking the long gradual approach to Muir Pass, and it's been a giant snowfield for the last little bit. Hiking with a little group, Amanita, Ron, Yoga Bay, and we're only at about 10:07 right now, so still got a little ways to go. Muir Pass. This pass is known for one of the most strenuous and because it has giant snowfields on both sides. Walked up a little that hill over there. It's a nice lake up here, which of course is frozen solid because it's made in the Sierras. Walking toward the pass, and up at the pass, you know, of course there's a little hut. May take a little video up there. There's a view on the other side. It's about 8:30. Ice is still nice and hard where you can walk on it. And we're moving along. Alright, hey guys, we finally made it to the top of Muir Pass. This is looking south, coming up. And as you can tell, in May there's still a lot of snow up here. That's a little hut, emergency shelter. Hey guys, I just want to let you see Evolution Creek. This is late in the afternoon. We took the alternate crossing, and snow melt causing this thing to be erased. Hello everyone, good morning. It's day 54. Yesterday we took the long hike up John Muir Pass. The pass was beautiful. We got to see the little hut. Snow's still super high up there. It was almost over my head on some of the snow drifts beside the hut. Took a picture. Anyways, after we got over the pass, we pushed pretty long over all the snowfields on the north side and got all the way down in the valley. And the valley to the north side of Muir Pass has probably been one of the most beautiful places in the Sierra so far. river cut out all this area from solid rock. You can see all these different rock formations, and you're down here camping and you're around scenery like this. And it's really nice. So it's day 54, and once we pushed to the bottom so we could start the way back up the hill. And what we're doing today is going to Selden Pass, which is another pass in the Sierras that we're going to do. It's a little lower. Still claims that, you know, it's just as difficult as the other passes from what Guthook says. I'm not sure. We'll see when we get there. There's a lot of people that camp where we camp, so going to be a lot of people around. Still with the 4 people that I have been hiking with pretty much since Bishop, and they're all coming up behind or ahead. Space Jam, Amanita, and Yoga Bay. Space Jam and Amanita, both AT through hikers last year, and we were hiking around the same time. I just never ran into them, but ran into them in Bishop. We've been hiking together through the Sierras to make sure everyone got over the passes, and most importantly, the river ford safely. And it's been pretty nice having some people to hike with. But after the Sierras, I'm gonna go back to hiking by myself. It's kind of what I prefer. I can set my own schedule. You know, take breaks when I want, take pictures, take videos, and really soak in this whole experience. Because, as you guys can see, it's beautiful, and after all, this is my unpaid vacation, so may as well enjoy it. Hey guys, still day 54. It's almost lunchtime, and just ate my lunch real quick so I can get ready to go down the north side of Selden Pass. There's the south side of it. Wasn't too bad. And we're getting ready to go down the north side of it and head toward VVR. Just let you guys look at some of the scenery over there. And that's where we're headed. Morning everyone, day 57. Just coming out of VVR, took a 0 day there. It was really nice, went to get my package. And now, headed up to PCT, to Silver Pass. And once I get over that pass, keep going as far as I can, and then camp somewhere near the trail to Mammoth Pass. And I'm heading to Mammoth and do some laundry, resupply, catch up on everything that's been going on with everyone off the trail, and hopefully have a pretty good time. But today, weather has been a little rainy, and you can see the mountains are socked in, but hasn't been too bad so far. Going up Silver Pass, some of the last couple passes in the Sierra, and once we get to Mammoth, we're gonna resupply, and we're gonna head to another pass called Sonora Pass. It's about at mile 10, 14, or 15, so that'll be over 1,000 miles. And also the most exciting part is that's where you can send your bear canister home. And pretty happy to be getting rid of this almost 3 pounds of extra weight. But anyways, that's where we're at. And I'll get back to you when I get up to Silver. Guys, we're still walking up the south side of Silver Pass, coming out of VVR. And as you can tell, it's snowing. Snow clouds up there. And it's almost lunchtime. And it's taking a little bit longer than I planned to get up and over this pass, because even though this pass is one of the 10,000ers, there is a lot of snow going up to it. And I don't expect anything less on the north side, because the north side is usually the snowiest side on most of the passes that I've crossed. But my plan is get over the pass, try to get down in elevation a little, and eat some lunch. Again, that looks like this south side of Silver Pass. We're up here in the snow. Morning everyone, day 58. Wasn't able to make a video of going over Silver Pass because shortly after I made the video on the south side, weather started to open up. Got a full-on snowstorm. There was snow going everywhere, barely see the trail, and had to figure out where I was going, so I wasn't able to show you guys. But as you could tell from the video on the south side, there was a lot of snow, and I just had to get through it. After I went over the pass, went as far as I could go, and then at about 5:30 I just started post-holing up past my knee, and I found a little island. Didn't have any snow on it, had 2 trees, so I posted up there, made dinner, and settled in for the night. It's actually really warm. First time I used my bottom base layer, and the only reason I've done that is because it's like freezing snow all over the place, so I figured that would keep me toasty warm, and it did. Didn't even use my top layer or sleep in my puffy. So, plan today is the same as the plan was yesterday. That's to get to Mammoth Pass. It's about 12 miles and then a 3-mile hike, then a 5-mile hitch from where we started. So it's gonna be a long day. We're gonna get to back down to 10,000 feet in about 5 miles, and that should help with the snow. Once you get a little bit below that, so far May, got into the Sierras mid-May, early May. Now we're finishing up the Sierras in May. Snow line has been at about 9,600 feet, 9,500 feet, where you start running into deep snow. And most days, if you get up early, it's really hard and you can walk on top of it. Today was not one of those days. I walked off my little island and post-holed at 6:15 in the morning. So, that's all the Sierras are in May. We'll catch you later. All right, good morning everyone. Day 60. Yesterday I had an awesome 0 day in Mammoth. Got a lot of things done logistically. Worked through some gear issues. PCT's been eating a lot of my gear. My backpack busted a huge hole in the seam. I had to sew it up. Gossamer Gear sent me a new backpack out. I appreciate that. Right now, this morning, I got dropped off back at around Horseshoe Lake Trail and walked up there. It's really crazy because we left out at about 7. Me and FedEx, the guy that runs the Davidson Street Hostel. If you get up there, I really recommend that place. They give a discount to PCT hikers. Plus, it's just an awesome place. But anyways, back to my story. Me and FedEx, the guy that runs the hostel, a local, we were going up the road. He graciously offered to give me a ride back up the 5-mile road. And we're going up there. We see about 8 police SUVs, which according to FedEx is pretty much the whole police force in Mammoth Lakes. And we see them pull over once, and we think they're just doing some kind of training mission or something. The road just opened back up. So we're pretty confused at this point, but we keep going down the road. I mean, they don't have their lights on, they're not telling us to stop. So we just keep coming down the road. And then see them all pull over to the left again. And they all get out and they got their ARs, and it looks like they're hunting someone. Like they're hiding behind trees, they're crouched down. And so we just keep on coming because we don't know what's going on. Like we're trying to figure out if we need to like turn around and haul ass the other way. And we get to one guy getting out of his SUV, and he walks up to us, pulls back charges his AR and says, "You guys need to go back and park on the shoulder and wait." And it was a pretty stressful moment for us. So we knocked it in reverse, went all the way back to the shoulder. And it turns out, after they motioned us on, they had some guy, he was on the ground in cuffs. They had their guns on him. And I'm not sure what the issue was, but FedEx says usually when they bring people up there, when they go after people like that, number one, it's because they're armed, or maybe like shooting a bear or something, which is super illegal in Mammoth Lakes. You're not even supposed to have firearms in the basin area where I was going back to. And when they know that, basically they had like 8 guys, SWAT team style, hiding behind trees looking for this dude. And they had him on the ground, so they got him cuffed up, so everything was okay. Initially we thought maybe they were hunting like a mountain lion or something, but they got the guy. I was able to get back to the Lake Basin area after I walked around the gate. It's still closed for parking right now, I'm not sure why, but I walked around the gate like a quarter mile. Got back up to the trail. The trail back to the PCT is Guttock Trail, and the trail that's actually out there aren't really the same. The Guttock Trail had a lot of bushwhacking in it. I should have just got a local map of the trails and figured out which one I needed to go to. But when I came to Mammoth Lakes, the trail on the east side, it was really snowy, but it was marked. So I don't know if the trail on the west side is marked or not, but I couldn't find any markings or footprints. So the plan right now is to hike as far as we can. It's about a 114 mile stretch to Kennedy Meadows North Resort. That's where I'm going. I mailed a mail drop via UPS for the outrageous price of $31. So I could get my mail there. Probably gonna have to pay $15 to pick it up. But it's gonna be great when I get there because all the stuff I need is in that box. And also the best part about Kennedy Meadows North is that's at Sonora Pass. And after that, barricade restrictions are gone. So I can send my 3-pound boat anchor back home. And also my resupply package, I put a little waterproof Sea to Summit bag and some line and a carabiner because I sent my Z-Packs food bag home and didn't really have enough time to get my mom to ship it to Kennedy Meadows. Plus they charge a fee for a package. So I'm gonna use the Sea to Summit one until I get to South Lake Tahoe, and I'm gonna get my Z-Packs bag back because the Z-Packs bag is Cuban fiber, Dyneema. It's a little bit lighter. I have a little bit lighter bear line in there. Just got some cheap paracord from the Mountaineering Supply. And one thing I got at the Mountaineering Supply was gloves. I have Mountain Laurel Designs rain mitts, and they're okay. They say that they'll keep your hands warm down to 40. I really disagree with that rating. My hands get cold pretty easy, but I'm normally really warm when I hike, but my hands were getting really cold. So I splurged on some gloves instead of getting the ones I have at home, some North Face fleece gloves. And when it gets really cold in the morning, I'll put those on. I still have the rain mitts, I'm gonna keep those. I'm gonna use them when I get to Washington. And they only weigh like an ounce, so having them in your bag, really not that big of a deal. But that's where I'm going with that. And also want to get to South Lake Tahoe. Wow, this video is really long. I also want to get to South Lake Tahoe. I'm gonna send my Cuban fiber hammock gear tarp back. Needs a little refurbishment. It's got a few little holes in the ridgeline from where I probably tightened the seam too much. And I'm gonna get my Superfly from War Bonnet. That's a tarp that they graciously gave me to review. I did the review to let me keep the tarp. And I'm gonna try that baby out on the PCT. It's a little heavy. It's made out of steel poly, but it has a great amount of coverage. So we're gonna try that out. Might do a video of a trail review of that. Probably could use it for a few weeks while hammock gear does their magic on my hammock gear tarp, fixes it up, make sure it's ready for the rest of the trail. That's it for now.